Good day, y'all. Good morning. Whatever other language it is, however you say good morning. Anyway, today is April 28th, 2020, Tuesday. The time right now is 10:59 a.m. On this episode of Life Through a Microscope, I want to talk about jobs. I want to talk about hiring convicted felons. Now, this goes out to all the owners of companies and the hiring supervisors. There's nothing mandated in this Constitution in the United States of America. No way, shape, or form is there a law dictating that you're not supposed to hire a convicted felon. That is clearly at the discretion of the hiring supervisor or the owner of that company and or companies. So basically what I'm saying is, yeah, I understand that some people have made some mistakes, and then again, I understand that you have taken some chances before with convicted felons and hired them, and they've let you down. But don't take it out on all convicted felons, saying that all of them are scumbags, because there are some scumbags. Don't get me wrong, there are some scumbags. But this is what I'm saying: when someone comes in for a job and they fill out their application, and you run their name and all this stuff pop up that they've been to prison for whatever reason, however many times. Now, before I even get into that, I'm gonna cut it off right here, because this is what I'm gonna do when that time comes, which is very soon. I'm not hiring no sex offenders. I don't want to hear their stories. I'm not hiring no child molesters. Any person that has anything to do with a sex crime, yeah, okay, I'm with you on that. Fuck them, straight up. I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie to you. Fuck the rapists, fuck the child molesters, fuck all the people that, domestic violence that beat women and disrespect. Fuck all them. But the other people with other charges and stuff like that, if you got certain drug charges, you got robberies, you got even murders or whatever the case may be. Here's what I suggest. What I suggest you do is call that person in. Fuck what you're reading on the black and white when you pull their name and search for them and see what type of person they really are. Because you really won't know the type of person they really are until you actually sit that person down. So sit that a person that got home invasion down or whatever the case may be, sit them down. Try to go on their vibes. When they sit in front of you and you ask them certain questions, try to feel their spirit. God damn it. Sorry about that, y'all. This fucking thing is no pigs around. Why the fuck you going off? Calm down. But that's my radar, my police radar. For the popo when they try to clock you for speeding and all that shit there. But back to where I was saying. Call that person in, sit them down, and be like, you know what? Let me hear your story. Why did you go to prison for this? Go on their vibes. You understand? Just go off just make your decision based on you being face to face with this person that got convictions on their record or whatever the case may be. Let's use for example the home person that got a home invasion. Now you sit down as the employer, as a hiring supervisor or what position you hold to hire this employee, this potential new employee. You ask them, why did you do that? Hear their side of the story. Did anybody get hurt? If they say yes, and you ask them, okay, was it intentional? Did you really mean to hurt them? Because 9 times out of 10, 99.99% of the times during the home invaders, their intention is just to go in, get whatever the merchandise they're trying to get, drugs, money, or whatever it is, and get the fuck out of there. But then you got some superheroes that want to play Superman and try to fight for. Yeah, I understand it's your property and all that. I get all that there. But if a bitch got a gun on you, lay down. If don't be a superhero and get yourself killed over some shit that you can get replaced the very next day. So now going back to the story, you ask that home invader who got that on his record, that possibly want to change their lives, and they really done their time, and now they paid their debts to society and they want to get a job. So now you sitting them down and ask them, why did you shoot the person? I'm almost certain that person would say that it wasn't intentional. The person probably grabbed the gun, the homeowner grabbed the gun or whatever, the gun went off or whatever, or they didn't follow a certain command. I get it. You understand? But sit that person down and try to get into them and go on their spirit and see if they really are a changed individual. Fuck what the papers say. Yeah, the papers say robbery and all this other stuff, but just sit that person down and see if they really a changed person. Don't just automatically shoot them down because they got that robbery and home invasion on their record or whatever, and not give them a chance. Because that person just may have changed and might be the best worker that you ever hired in your career, and better than any other employees that you have at that time. But you'll never know if you don't take that step and look outside the box and go around that shit. Because again, like I said, there's nothing mandated in the Constitution of this United States of America or any law stating that you're not supposed to hire a convicted felon. That's clearly at the discretion of the employer or the hiring supervisor. So again, just go on their vibes. So you might have a person that got a lot of fraud on there. You know, somebody might have fraud on their records. Like me, for example. You know, I got kidnapped for healthcare fraud. You know, but you know, a person automatically, if I would try to go back into the medical field, you know, that's going to be a red flag. Nah, we can't hire this nigga. We don't know. But not knowing, really, I don't give a fuck about going back. You know, I'm just using it for example. You know, they pull up my record, they're going to see healthcare fraud. You know, conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud, all that shit or whatever. But you know, other than that, instead of them sitting down to get a good vibe on me and see my intellect and see what I have done to rehabilitate myself, they're just going to go strictly on the record, not knowing that I would be the absolutely best employee that they ever could have possibly hired, despite the past. But I don't want to go back into the medical field. I'm on something totally different. But I'm just giving an example. So maybe y'all can take something from this, whoever look at this video or whatever. Employers, hiring supervisors, whoever you are, you know, just take into account, just try to sit that person down. Again, like I said, because I'm getting ready to do what I have to do right now and open up my businesses. I already have some running. I got them already up and running. But I'm getting ready to start hiring. But I'm going to go strictly off the vibes. So when I hand the powers over to the supervisors to hire certain employees, I'm going to ask them to do the same thing, because I'm not going to be able to hire and sit down and interview every single employee, because that's what you have other supervisors for, to do that part. But they're going to know and be trained to know that, sit that person down, call them in, go on their vibes, look them in their eyes, go on their spirit, see if their spirit actually changed. Because one thing that God bless us all with, we'll be able to detect bullshit first quarter. We'll be able to detect if this person has changed or not. But you won't be able to detect that over a phone call or over reading a paper. And don't make that judgment just off of that alone. Bring that person in, sit them down. But like I said, when we pull the names from the applications, and I see, like I said, me personally, I'm telling you straight up, it ain't gonna happen. So if you got these type of charges, don't even waste your time trying to come and file for, fill out an application to work at outcome, because your ass getting shot down first quarter. I'm not even gonna give you a chance. So if you want to call it discrimination, call it discrimination. Why is this cocksucker stopping in the middle of the expressway? You poopy pants, drive. Excuse me. But like I was saying, call them in. Bring him in. Again, those charges that I would not hire, I don't give a shit what the situation was. I don't want to hear none of that crap there. If you got any type of sex offender charge on your record, or you a rapist, or you did anything that's just distasteful to God, excuse me. Excuse me. Goodness gracious of the goodness. Bless me. Thank you. Sex charges, women abusing, child molestation charges. I don't care if you were just looking on the internet, because the way the police wrote it up or whatever the case may be, you know, it's like, oh, that's what it was. That's what I'm glad I said that. Now, the reason I say this is the golden reason and golden rule why I say bring that person in, because these pigs, the police, the real people, they like to write up shit in a fucked up way. Because you could have had a person that was just a lookout on a crime or whatever the case may be. You know, I'm not saying that it's okay for a person to do whatever they did, but I'm saying people deserve second chances. Certain people, to a certain extent. So ask that person their side of the story. Because in other words, I'm giving you an example. There's a charge that's called accessory after the fact. You wasn't a robbery of accessory after the fact. You wasn't the robber. You wasn't the person that pulled the gun or did the robbery. You was not the person that was even on the scene. You just got caught with some of the accessories from that robbery. So in other words, like in my case, it was a couple of people that I know that did some robberies or whatever the case may be, but I ended up getting caught with the credit card when I was a teenager. And that's why I was charged with robbery with accessory after the fact. I got caught with the accessories. I wasn't the robber. The pigs knew that. I just got caught with the credit card. You see what I'm talking about? But when a person pull that record and they see robber, oh, this motherfucker's a robber. No, we cannot hire him. Oh, no, we will not do that. Bitch, that ain't what the fuck that mean. Pull that person in and hear that side of the story. Then I'll tell you the truth. You know, yeah, I got charged with the robbery after the fact, but I wasn't the robber. I got caught with the credit cards. Now they're going to put something in your head like, well, shit. I mean, we all fuck around and bought some hot shit or bought something from somebody that did something, you know. If you didn't, then that's your ass. But, most likely the average person actually did buy something. But that don't mean that they actually done that crime. Y'all get the picture. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and close this out with that. Just just try to use your better judgment. Stop forgetting what you read in black and white. Go on the person's vibe. Call them in. But I'm telling you, and I'm giving you recommendation. If that shit come up when you pull a chart and not their chart, but you pull a record and that shit come up with child molestation, rape, battery on females and all that shit, disrespect, fuck them. Straight up. Don't even waste your time with them. I don't think they deserve a second chance. I could be wrong, but what if I'm right? In my mind, I'm right. So fuck them. Fuck them types. But any other charges, yeah, give them people a second chance. But that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button if you want to. It don't matter. If you do, you don't. It don't matter. But you can subscribe. Life through a microscope. Love y'all. Holler at you. Mean it. Okay now. Bye-bye then. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.